Words are powerful. This is something that a lot of people ignore, but they ignore it to their detriment. If you are ignoring the power of the words that you use, the thoughts that you think, you are going to live a life that is completely unfulfilled. You are going to live a life that is not on your terms and is dictated by everything around you instead of what you actually want. So in this video, I'm going to be going over why the words you use are so powerful and how you can start using words in a more constructive, more productive way to form the life that you want. That's coming up next. What's up, guys? My name is Dave, and this is HeartSpace, where we are helping you expand your awareness, consciousness, and of course, live more from your heart and your passion. We release videos every single day around these topics, so if that's something you would like to see, you want to be here, you want to learn, you want to grow, make sure you hit that subscribe button and bell icon so you don't miss any of the content that we release. Now, again, I want to go over in this video just how powerful your words are. You know, all of us speak multiple words every single day. All of us have thoughts every single day. In fact, it's said that we have about between 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts every single day. That's a lot of thoughts if you think about it. I don't know what the actual statistics for how many words you speak, but it's thousands usually every single day. And because we do it so often, we don't usually think about the impact that our thoughts and our words have on our lives. But your words and thoughts can actually literally shape your reality. You know, you live in an attractive universe, and not that it looks good and is beautiful. In fact, you do. I would say that you live in a very beautiful, very sexy universe. But what I mean by that is that you're always attracting. You live in a universe that is dictated by certain laws. And these laws work for every single person, every single thing on the planet. They can work in a so-called negative way, or they can work in a so-called powerful and positive way. But a lot of that is dictated by the way you speak to yourself, the words that you use, the thoughts that you have. And so your words are incredibly powerful. We're going to be focusing mainly on the words today. You know, if someone, for example, says to themselves, speaks to other people with words of disempowerment, of words that bring you down, of that words that tell you you can't, then guess what's going to happen in your life? You're not going to be able to. You're going to feel disempowered. You're not going to be able to do the things that you want to do. But the reverse is true as well, and that's why this law is magical. Because in the same way that someone can speak very negatively about themselves and others, and guess what? When you're speaking negatively about others, you're actually speaking negatively about yourself. A lot of it is projection, and so when you gossip, when you attack other people, whether they're in the room or not, you are actually solidifying that within yourself. You are communicating that to the universe energetically and getting that back. It's why a lot of people, if you see, who are ultra critical, are also fairly miserable. So it's, you know, it's all reflective. It's all reflected back to you, whatever words you use. So don't think just because you're not talking to yourself that it has nothing to do with you, because it does. Words are incredibly powerful. They shape your reality. But in the same way that you can have someone in a negative spiral that brings only negative things to themselves through the words that they speak. So for example, disempowering themselves, thinking that they can't do it, you know, thinking of every excuse under the sun possible for why they can't take that first step towards their dreams or towards better finances or towards better health, whatever it is. Every single time they speak in that manner, they basically signal to their brain that this is the reality they want to have created. And then their brain will start like a homing device, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a lock-on missile. I don't know what the exact term I'm looking for here, but it will lock on to those things that are similar and start presenting those or seeing those more in your life. If you ever heard of the reticular activation system, this is how it works. Because there's so much information coming in all at once, you know, there's so much stimulus coming in all at once into your brain will end up filtering that information and only showing you the things that it deems important based on what you've told your brain is important. So if you're always telling yourself that you suck or you can't, and you're saying it out loud, you're saying to your friends like, yeah, I kind of want to go do that, but I don't think I'm good enough. Or I would do that, but I don't have the skills. Or I would start that, but you know what, I'm just not talented enough. You are communicating to your brain that that is the reality you want it to filter to you. In an infinite possible universe, those are the things your brain is going to look for. And so that's why someone who's negative sees the world negatively, and almost always has that coming in, filtered in. So if they, for example, are really negative and have a very pessimistic view, when they look at the news, they're only going to see the negative stories. Oh, there's this terrible thing happening in this country overseas. Oh, there's all these murders. There's all those other things. Where a positive person might see, wow, look at all the philanthropic, I can't pronounce the word, all of the incredible things, charitable things that this person is doing. Wow, look, they're planting all these trees. Oh, wow, look, this person saved this guy's life. Oh, wow, look at just the love that's being spread in the world. It's the same world, it's the same infinite possibilities, but the way the two speak to each other, as into themselves, changes the reticular activation system to where one of them is filtering in all these positive things and is creating that reality for themselves, and the other person is filtering in all of these negative things, based on the way you speak to yourself. And that is why your words are incredibly powerful. So how do you shift this? You start speaking to yourself in the way you actually want your reality to be. You start speaking to others in the way you want to be spoken to. Because guess what? The way you speak to others, the way you speak about others, will also be reflected back to you energetically from the universe. And what I found is the nicer I've been to more people and the kinder, the more heart-centered, even if other people are not being it around me, the more of these heart-centered people come into my life. The better I feel, the more situations and opportunities come in my life that are aligned to the way I feel, instead of bringing all this negative stuff in. So your words are incredibly powerful. In the comments down below, I want you to say, my words are powerful. The words I say to myself are powerful. Again, this is the beginning of communicating to your brain to put its awareness on the fact that your words are powerful. So now when you're speaking negatively, your brain will be conditioned, if you say this enough times to yourself, to warn you, oh, remember, my words are powerful. Do you really, really want to be talking about this right now? Do you really want to be attracting more of this to you right now? Do you really want to be doing that? So in the comments, put, my words are powerful. And just remember, the way you speak to yourself, the way you talk, the words that you use carry energy and are incredibly, incredibly powerful when it comes to shaping your reality. And if you want a reality where you're living the way that you want to live, where you're traveling, maybe that's what you want to do, where you want a better job, where you want a friend group that's more positive, where you want a relationship that's incredible and growth-oriented, where you want to evolve more as a person to become a better and better version of yourself, it has to start with you. It has to start with the way you think and also the words you use. Use words that empower you, use words that motivate you, use words that are going to help you shape the reality you want for yourself. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Again, just your words are so powerful. Don't use the spoken word against yourself. Do not spit poison in the form of words towards yourself or others, because it will come back to you and it will create a reality that you're not going to enjoy that much. So why not create one that is fun, fulfilling, that lights you up inside, that is passionate, that is filled with love, instead of just defaulting onto the average or below average life that many people are choosing. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I love you. Make sure in the comments you put my words are powerful, because again, that is going to be the first step in getting a hold of this area. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.